Welcome back, everyone. For those who do not know who I am Stock Mo. I'm stepping in, helping out the family. We always come together. My thoughts and prayers are with the Jones family right now. And of course, we're going to talk shop here. We're going to come in here. We're going to look at the charts. We're going to dig through the dailies. I'll even throw in some weeklies. I want to look at the Qs and, of course, the Four Horsemen of Crypto. Now, I have to apologize right up front. I'm battling the flu, and it's rough right now. I'm just trying to, I'll tell you, I'm on 80, I think I have 80 gallons of Dayquil in me right now, but that's not going to stop us. The markets wait for no one. Crypto waits for no one. We're going to have some good times. So let me know down below you're with me. Put FF in the comments. That stands for financial freedom, where you're watching from, because we're going to get to financial freedom. I know Larry's out there passing the message. He's helping as many people as he can. But today we're going to help Larry. We're going to help Larry and his family. Like I said, lots of thoughts and prayers for the Jones family. And we're going to continue to do what we can do to help. And you're going to see a lot of creators helping out. I love seeing everyone come together when someone is in need. That is what makes YouTube so special. We are here to help each other. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Hit the like button, of course. Crush that thing. Subscribe to the channel. It helps. It doesn't cost you anything. And we're just going to get into it. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's talk shop. And we're going to dig through it. So the first thing, I kind of want to talk about the Four Horsemen of Crypto first. Then I'll throw in the Qs. All right. So on the daily, we kind of saw the bottom. I already formed the bottom here, but I want to go over this for everyone who's watching right now. Talk shop. So once you see, we had these 2 points connected, and they never can see where it's going to go after that. In other words, when you see these 2 points connect, we start moving down, we hit that point again, and you had this major sell-off after breaking the Bollinger Band on the top on the daily candles, got down here, and we got a warning shot. Now, the warning shot was for the bears. Once it hit that, and I'm telling you, this was last Friday, I was like, oh, you can just tell it's setting up for a rebound. But a rebound to the 50 EMA, a rebound to the 13 EMA, we don't know. Or just the upper line of this descending resistance here. And this little flag here, is it going to break up or is it going to break down? Now, if you read every article out there, you would swear that the market, remember some of the analysts, the Everbulls I call them. Now look, I love crypto. I don't own any right now. I am waiting for the charts to tell me when it's time to get back in. I made a ton off of it over the last year. Crushed it. Best year ever for investing in crypto for me. And I tried to sell at the top, buy at the bottom, sold at the top, bought at the bottom. And then after that again, the bottom didn't go back up. And so that's when you set your stop loss, which I did. Get out, lock in the gains, just wait for the next time because it becomes something bigger. And I know some of you out there, you have gone through that with me. And you have bought when I bought, sold when I sold, bought when I bought, sold when I sold, bought when I bought. And then now we got back into where I had to sell again. And I'm waiting for the opportunity. So long term, I feel great. I feel crypto is going to do fantastic. And that's up to each person. Do you want to hold it long term? Do you want to swing it like I do? And it really is up to each investor. Now, me personally, I love the technicals, all right? The fundamentals are setting up beautifully. You got money getting cheaper. You got the quantitative easing from the Fed with the balance sheet roll-off done. They're going to buy $40 billion worth of T-bills monthly. And don't be surprised in 2026 if that increases. And so with the tax refunds coming out Q1, everything's kind of setting up for a really, really nice opportunity. But with that being said, I'm still waiting. I know everybody, the announcement, the money, I talked to some people, some military folks told me they already got their funds and they said it's already in their accounts. Some of them already invested. So a lot of money flowed, and you kind of see this over the last few days. But my point is any push up, the major whales, the OGs who have a ton of crypto at extreme low cost basis are selling into it. And we're seeing that all the time. And so we look at where we're at right now. We're at the 13 EMA, and you can barely even see this. Look at this. They had a nice push up. We hit that line in the sand again. Right here is your resistance. This is it. We broke it once, and we had that short squeeze push us all the way back down. Now we're right back, and we hit it today, right there. And you can see we hit it, and we push back down, and we're at the 13 EMA. That is a worrying sign to me. If we can't break above for Ethereum, and it's roughly 30, we'll say 30, we want to confirm above there, then we'll go up to the 50 EMA. But that pushback down today, it's kind of a, hey, look how great it's going to be. It's time, 3070 something. Now we're all the way back down at 3002. In other words, be careful. I'm going to continue to watch this. We're getting higher lows, which is good. As long as we continue to get those higher lows, we're all right. But we definitely need to break this resistance at the top for Ethereum, and that 50 EMA continues to drop. We're now down to 3193. So a lot to watch here. Go into the weekly with this. Woo! Watch the weekly. The weekly, you go into the weekly candles, the 13's coming down to the 50. You got to watch for this because that's bad news. So we got that, and then I told you I wanted to do all four. So we'll go and take a look at Bitcoin. Get into the daily candle. You can see the 13 just crossed. We haven't had that major red candle either. Anytime we cross the 13 and the 50 EMA on a weekly, I do expect to see within 3 candles after that candle a major red candle. So we crossed last week. Today's the first day of this week. So in the next 3 weeks, I'm expecting a close below whatever candle that we crossed on. So we're at 88. I am expecting a nasty red candle in the next 21 days. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that is what I'm expecting. For those who follow me in my Discord, you guys know I do the live trading twice a week, and it's privately in there. That is what this is one of my favorite setups. When that 13's crossing, we can expect a massive candle, either up or down. In terms of the 13 going down, we expect it down. If we cross back up, we expect a monster green pepper on the way back up. So a lot to look at as we go through this. The dailies, like I said, just keep watching. The daily candle, easily bearish, underneath the 50, fighting the 13 right now, but a couple of weak candles here. Nice push up, but pushing back down to 88,000. We got a new higher low, but barely. So something's going to happen. We got a tight Bollinger Band. It's not pretty. We broke the bottom of this flag, which is not good. We're testing a 13. We're trying to rip back up. Until I see it, I'm not jumping in and taking a chance. I want to see the confirmation. I want to see the 50 EMA broken. We did not break it. Go to XRP. Similar situation, the weakest out of the big four, I would argue. Easily underneath the 50 EMA for months now. All right, we got to go all the way back to September, I think, almost September before we were above it. Get down here. We're underneath the 13 still. Teased it, pushing back down. The RSI's back to 41, which is absolutely bearish. Everything's just not good. Anybody telling me, no, Mo, it's setting up for a great run. Yeah, of course. The lower it goes, the bigger the run down the road. We got down there to the 177 earlier, or I should say late last week. That's my buy zone, was the 177. Unfortunately, I didn't get in. I'm still waiting for Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else to reverse up with the 50 EMA. So I'm giving it a little bit more time. I have a ton, 7 digits worth of money I'm going to be deploying into crypto once we get to that point. We're not there yet. Now, as you can see, looking ugly, go to the weekly. That is also, look at the 13 right here. So the 13 crossed last week. Normally we will get that next 3 candles. We'll have one that's going to be nasty. Could this be it right here? It could be. All right. So I usually expect that candle to come within that next 3 candles. If it's a daily candle, the next 3 dailies. If it's a weekly, the next 3 weeks. All right. And so that's what I'm waiting for. Easily bearish. Yeah, we're going to go from there. And the last one I want to talk about is Solana. Same situation right here. We actually got that next candle all the way down. It actually got all if you look at Solana on the weekly, we're going to go into Coinbase, get the prices on here. You can see we crossed right here on that green candle. And then from there, it took 1, 2, and then the third candle, we got all the way down to 116. So that was the drop I wait for. It took 3 candles, but we did get it. And now we're getting new lower closes if it happens this week, which is an absolute not a good sign. So a lot to watch for. Look at the daily on that as well. And you guys can see it's very bearish. But for all these things dropping, and I have my buy zone down here right around 105. Once you get in, remember, we were up to, let's just check this price out. We got all the way up to almost 300. We're down to almost 100 if I get down to that price. In other words, if you bought at 300 and it gets to 100, you lost 66% of your money. If you buy at 100 and we go back to test those highs, which I think we will in 2026, we're going from 100 to 300. You do not just double your money, you would triple it. And that's fantastic. In other words, you lose 66% if you bought at the top, but if you buy at the lows, you're riding with me and you ride it back up, you're tripling your money. And that's my goal. I want to take a little, turn it into a lot. We're going to see how it goes. Last thing I want to show you is the Qs, give you an update on the Qs. Same situation, back down to the 50. We push back up. The Qs are still bullish. They are teasing. We're getting, got a nice little W going here, which is good. I think you're going to continue to have strength moving into next year. One of the biggest tax seasons coming out. It's good. So I have no complaints with the Qs as well. The FI's about to cross the 13 again on the daily candles. That should happen this week as long as we don't have a big red flush. So I like what I'm seeing with the Qs. Everything seems to be okay. And that's your update. Folks, I appreciate you taking the time to be here with me on Larry's channel. Put thoughts and prayers down below for Larry and his family during this time. And I just want to truly just show you some appreciation for allowing me to be here with you. And of course, we'll see where we go. Right now, I got to tell you, I'm very, very optimistic that we're going to have a fantastic, massively profitable 2026. So we'll see if that happens, but we'll go from there. All right, man, I'm Stock Mo. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'll see you later. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's get out there and make some money.